If you've ever wondered what the top 10 Rolex watches in the world are as of 2022, then you'll know that possessing a Rolex is something many watch collectors and watch experts strive for. Rolex watches are more than just a clock. They're investments, heirlooms, and collectibles all rolled into one. As of 2022, Rolex watches are among the most valuable items in the world, and many of them are expected to appreciate in value over time, as opposed to many other luxury items. So if you're really into the high-end, luxurious, classic Rolex brand, then stay with us to the finish, because we're going to reveal the top 10 Rolex watches in the world for 2022. Welcome back to Reign Supreme, a channel to impact influential, powerful minds. Hans Wilsdorf was onto something when he made the crown the logo for his company. For more than 100 years, Rolex has been the king of watch brands, and its immense brand value is due in part to the fact that it gives so little out, which contributes to its mystery. It often comes first place in surveys of super brands in the UK and is on Forbes' list of the world's most powerful brands. If you ask 100 people to name a high-quality watch, the vast majority will say Rolex. Since its inception in 1905, Rolex has been setting the standard for fine wristwatches and establishing a worldwide reputation in the process. This high-end company has taken horology to a whole new level by making both beautiful designs and amazing pieces of technology. Here are the top 10 Rolex watches, so you can understand why this master watchmaker is so admired. Number 1. Rolex Submariner. The first diving watches with rotating bezels were released by both Rolex and Blancpain around the same time. In 1953, Rolex fitted an external diving bezel to a more robust version of their already notoriously water-resistant Oyster Perpetual, which maintained the automated winding in place by adding a tough, adjustable bracelet, resulting in the most iconic and essential dive watch in history. However, it wasn't until the 1980s that the sub became the popular item that it is today, owing partly to preppy people wearing them as a declaration of an active lifestyle that more likely was centered around drinks at the yacht club. Unfortunately, during this decade, tool watches became fashionable, and the rest is horological history. After all, the Submariner had gone from being a utilitarian piece of equipment to an object of desire during the decade of materialism. Today, however, it is the basic steel versions that are difficult to find at retail and sell for up to 25% more than retail among fans, while gold ones are often languishing in the display case awaiting acceptance. The demand for steel subs is a peculiar phenomenon, but it's becoming more and more common all over the globe. Cost: $8,950 to $37,950. Number 2. Rolex Submariner 1962 Rare Edition. This Rolex Submariner, also known as the 369 Submariner, displays the numbers 369 on its dial instead of the traditional style. This Submariner 1962 was auctioned in 2021 for 200,000 British pounds, making it the second most expensive Rolex on our list. The strap of the watch is composed of stainless steel, and it is advertised as a man's watch. It features a black Swiss display with steel Mercedes clock hands. This uncommon Rolex watch sells for more than $1 million, as 10 of these specialty variants have sold for that amount in auctions in recent years. Number 3. Rolex GMT-MASTER II. It was in the 1950s that Rolex designed the GMT-MASTER for Pan American airline pilots who had to keep track of various time zones at the same time. The GMT-MASTER II was introduced in 1989 with a redesigned movement and thinner casing that proved to be a major success, as steel and gold editions emphasized a pitch-perfect, jet-setting attitude. Many people understood how to wear a Rolex Submariner for maximum elegance. But wearing a GMT-MASTER II was a subtly sophisticated gesture that emphasized the owner's originality. To this day, the GMT-MASTER II exudes an understated quirkiness. Furthermore, in 2007, Rolex released an enhanced GMT-MASTER 2 with a ceramic bezel and a new mechanism that included a number of contemporary upgrades. Since then, it's been all about metal and color combinations, which are issued at a pace of one a year at the most. On the other hand, in 2022, a model came out that was made for left-handed people and had a bezel painted in a color combination that had never been seen before: black and green. Costing from $10,750 up to $39,350. Number 4. Rolex Explorer 1016. The Explorer 1016, which was formerly owned by Ian Fleming and considered one of Rolex's best-known models, remained in production for over 30 years until being discontinued. As the name implies, it was designed for explorers and has Paraflex shock absorbers to increase its shock resistance. After all, it's all about the dial, with its period-detailed numbers and matte finish. Asking price can range from $9,000 to nearly $40,000. Number 5. Rolex Yacht-Master. In 1992, Rolex launched the Yacht-Master, a sports watch inspired by the company's long history of sailing. This was the watch on which Rolex launched Rolesium, a proprietary steel and platinum mix, which was an entirely new product in the industry. Currently, the Yacht-Master is available in numerous case sizes, including 37mm, 40mm, and 42mm, all of which are 100-meter water resistant. Aside from having 3 sizes available, it's the only Oyster Professional model to include a custom-made rubber strap by Rolex. If you're looking for a practical luxury timepiece to wear while sailing, the Rolex Yacht-Master is the watch for you, costing anywhere between $6,604 and $49,195. Number 6. Rolex CELLINI 50525. This watch is one of the most fashionable timepieces the brand has ever produced. The company describes the line as a modern tribute to the timeless beauty of antique clocks. With an 18-karat rose gold case and a black alligator leather band, this model stays true to its revamped historical look. It also includes a black dial with stick markers and a subdial for a second time zone display. In addition, Rolex's Swiss automatic movement and water resistance to 50 meters ensures that this sleek and refined timepiece meets the highest standards of excellence. Price range from $15,000 to $26,000. Number 7. Rolex MILGAUSS Black. This watch is readily identifiable due to its remarkable style. Aside from its fascinating design and memorable name and debut year of 1956, the watch has an interesting backstory that adds to its appeal. Whereas a magnetic field of 50 to 100 Gauss can damage the reliability and accuracy of typical mechanical timepieces, the MILGAUSS is far more well-shielded. Rolex created the world's first of its type of watch to address the needs of scientists who operate in environments with high levels of magnetic fields. Today, the watch remains one of the finest available watches, and its black dial stainless steel edition is both attractive and practical. Sold typically between $12,506 and $30,338. Number 8. Rolex Skydweller. The Rolex Skydweller is a technical marvel that combines mechanical intricacy with user-friendliness. Featuring up to 14 patents, this cutting-edge timepiece provides travelers from all over the world with all the information they need to keep track of the time at a glance. In addition to telling the time in the main location, the user of this watch can also refer to a secondary time zone and the date, owing to a revolving 24-hour disc. On the other hand, an 18-karat Ever Rose Gold Skydweller with the Sundust dial model's unusual design also offers an exquisite appearance for its owners. It also has a classic look and features the Roman numeral hour markers in 18-karat gold. This timepiece sells for $23,294 to $67,980. Number 9. Rolex GMT-MASTER MARLON BRANDO. Marlon Brando's Rolex GMT-MASTER sold for $2 million in 2019, making it one of the top 10 most expensive Rolex watches in the world from 2019 to 2022. Because its owner was an actor in the 1979 film Apocalypse Now, this watch is one of the most costly Rolex watches. That's correct, the actor wore this watch in the movie, and the fortunate new owner will be able to preserve it as a piece of art. Even though it's not as expensive as Paul Newman's Daytona watch, this timepiece is deserving of greater attention. Again, this classic Rolex watch that has been modified by engraving the actor's first and last name onto the metal caseback and consisting of a black leather bracelet on the stainless steel watch. The value on this gem by now is well over $2 million. Number 10. Split seconds. As of 2021 and 2022, REF 4113, a watch known as split seconds, is one of the most costly Rolex timepieces ever. In 2020, it was sold for $2.6 million at auction. So what makes this one of the most valuable Rolex watches available? The evidence is in the making of it. When Rolex first produced the split-second series 4113 watches in the early 1940s, just 12 were constructed. Since then, they've been handed down via privileged circles, auctions, and collections. Because they've never been available to the general public, they're now selling for an astronomical sum. Furthermore, this watch consists of 4 specialized rose gold dials and a light brown leather strap. The face of the watch has 3 clocks that display the time, date, and second. The leather's unusual stitching and rough look make this watch one of the rarest Rolex watches available today, by earning a spot in the list of the top 10 best 2022 Rolex watches. However, all Rolex watches are precious. Some are more precious than others. You'll surely find more value in rare vintage Rolex watches rather than in regular or new models. One with interest in the Rolex brand is definitely one with good taste. Therefore, we'd like to know which you'd prefer to buy. Let us know in the comment section below. We're indeed curious about your select style and preference. We hope you enjoyed today's list of fine timepieces, and we thank you for staying with us until the end of our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos just like this one. We have new ones every week, just for you. All to help guide and inspire you on your journey to wealth. We'll see you next time.